Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today we're going to be making a Halloween wreath, and it's going to be fairly large. I have been making little doodads and baubles and stuff to go on this wreath, and I'm really excited to do it. This may be a long video, just so you're prepared. If it gets too long, I may have to do it in 2 parts. I'm going to try not to do it in 2 parts, but I might. I'm not going to bring everything over that's going to go on here, but it's all sitting over there. And because my table is just not big enough to put everything up here. But it's going to be black, green, and purple. That's the colors. I am using an 18-inch frame from, I don't think it's from Dollar Tree. It might be from Dollar Tree. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to put some pipe cleaners on there. We're going to use 21-inch mesh. And I have a full roll of black, metallic. And I have 2 piece of rolls, purple and that lime green, that I'm going to put some awareness ribbon rolls in there. Okay, so I'm going to take my pipe cleaners. I'm going to turn the camera down for y'all so y'all can see. Get it right. Okay. And I'm going to come in on the brackets on the inside 2 rings. This frame has 4 rings. I'm going to use the inside 2 and the outside 2 to put the pipe cleaners on. And I'm just coming on the brackets, wrapping that pipe cleaner around. Y'all, I've had so much fun making all this stuff to go on this wreath. I made everything except for a skull. So there's a hint. There's going to be a skull. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so if you want to. I would appreciate it. I am at 986 subscribers, trying to reach 1,000. When I went to bed last night, I was like, oh Lord, I just hope I wake up and have 1,000, but I didn't. But that's okay, we're getting there. Okay, now on the outside 2 rings, I'm going to come right in the middle of the brackets. And just going all the way around. And once we get the mesh on, I'm going to squeeze this and make it an oblong wreath. I'm just going to squeeze the frame. Y'all, I was so tired. I've had a very long weekend. I did an event, as y'all know, and I did really good. And then I had to go shopping because the church that held the event, they placed an order for double doors, so I had to go shopping for that. And I just want y'all to know, if y'all are still shopping for 4th of July, it's slim pickings out there. There's not very much left. Or in the stores that I went to anyway, there wasn't very much left. Okay. Let me going to go in with the black. And this is Deco Poly Mesh with foil. And what I do is I fold the end under and the sides under, so everything that could fray is underneath. And then I'm just going to squish it together. And I'm going to start on the outside. And you're just going to twist that in real tight. And since this foil is kind of thick, I'm going to use a zip tie also, just to hold it. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to put a lot on this wreath, so I don't want the weight of the stuff to make that mesh come loose. Okay, and I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to do about 12-inch poofs. I usually do 10-inch poofs, but that's usually on a 14-inch frame. Since this frame is a little bit bigger, I'm going to do a little bit bigger poofs. So I'm just going to go all the way around the outside. And then we're going to jump up to the inside. And I'm going to pause this while I get this done, and I'll be back. Okay, I've made it all the way around the bottom, and I ended it where I started. Okay, and I'm just going to come straight up. No poof there. I'm just going to come straight up. I don't know if y'all can see. Straight up, holding it all tight, and coming to this closest tie, going in the same direction. I'm going to tie that down, and then I'm going to make my poof. Now I'm just going to go around the top the same way I did the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm on my last loop here. And you just finish it where you started it from. And you just tie it off real good. And I'm just going to cut it about an inch above where I tied it off. Okay. Now, I'm going to take and squish it. I'm going to make it into an oval. So it's elongated. Being careful not to pop the frame. Okay. Now I'm going to take some pipe cleaners, and I'm going to combine them together and put them across the back of the frame so I can add mesh to the middle, so there's no hole in the middle. And you just twist them together. And you want to make sure you're putting this around a bracket so it don't slide, because if it slides, it's going to get loose on you. sure I have enough here. I have to add another pot cleaner to that. And I may have enough. Just enough. Nope. We need another piece of pot cleaner. And we'll wrap it around this bracket. Going under, over, under. And you want this kind of snug. Pot cleaners are getting called on me too. Okay, here we go. Okay, and we'll take and I'm going to cut a piece of this. My cutters. Let me get a straight edge here. Or semi-straight. I'm just going to cut off about a 10-inch piece, or maybe a 12-inch piece. And we'll fold it over. And I'm just going to squish it. Going to squish it together because you're not going to see this, y'all. It's going to be in the middle of the middle of the wreath. This is just to hold everything up. I'm going to twist that, and then I'm going to take and attach this to that metal wire that I put in there. It's just going to fill in that hole. And you probably want to do at least 3. Just going to fold it. It don't have to be perfect. Just scrunching it together. Wrap a half a pot cleaner around it. My hands ain't wanting to work this morning. Y'all, I was so tired over the weekend. I did a whole lot of stuff. I went to the event Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon I had to go shopping and get some stuff to make that order with, and so I did those. Then yesterday I had another order I had to get done, and I cleaned the house a little bit. It's just been a weekend, y'all. And right back out here bright and early this morning to make sure y'all have a video for your Monday. And I've been wanting to do this wreath. for about 2 weeks now. All right. And there we have it, no holes. Fluff it up a little bit, but no holes. Okay. So now we're going to go with our purple and our green. Matte. Y'all, this mesh is working me this morning. Get a straight edge. And we're going to cut these every 12 inches. Get that out of the way. Behave. I might get 3 purple ones in here. I'm just trying to use up old mesh. Making room for new mesh. Y'all know how we do. Use 1, buy 3 or 6 or however many. Let's see if I can get one more. That'll probably work for a roll. Cut that string off there. Okay, so we have 4 of those. Let's see about the green. See how many green we can get. Alright, we got 4 of each. Still have some more green if I need it. Got some more black. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and roll these up You don't want them rolled too tight. That's about how big they are. I can fit 2 fingers, maybe 3 fingers in there. And taking your cut side and putting toward the inside, I'm just going to twist it around like an awareness ribbon, like so. And I'm just going to stick it in there. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'm going to do every other one on the outside. Roll it, take the seam side, twist it in, pinch it, now this one I'm going to turn the opposite way. I'm going to put the loop part sticking out. Now I'm going to come in with the purple, and we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Find the pot clean. Well, that one's in the wrong one. It's in the top one. We want it on the bottom ones. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay, we're going around the bottom with these. Get that little fray off there. Okay. Sure you're twisting them all tight. Fray off of there. This way. Now that one piece wants to fray. Okay. Purple. whatever color I have, green. Got one more right there. Okay, and this is what we have so far. It's pretty big, y'all. It's as big as my mat, and my mat is 18 by 24, and it's hanging off a little bit on each side. So this is pretty big. Okay, do we want to do the bow first or put the skull on first? I think we're going to work on the skull. So, I'm going to hit the pause button and get everything situated, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is what I got. I got this skull. Its mouth moves, but I'm going to use wire to attach it to the frame, so it may not move after that. And I have this hat that I made. Ain't it cute? So I need to get it on his head, which is going to require some hot glue. But while my glue gun's heating up, I'm going to get some wire so we can wire his head in. I'm also going to glue him in, and he's going to be wired and glued because, well, I mean, he's light, but still I don't want any chances of him coming off. And I'm going to double up this wire because this is real thin wire, so I'm going to double it up. You can buy thicker gauge wire and it'll work just fine. I'm going to run some wire, twist this wire a little bit so it stays together, hopefully. And I'm just going to come right underneath his jawbone. And I'm going to tie him off, like so. For the crash. Okay, that's probably way too long. Let me cut that. Yeah, I'm gonna pause, see what that crash was. Okay, I don't know what it was. I didn't see anything. Okay, so I'm going to make another wire to go on the other side. Again, way too long. There's some farmers in the field. It might have been some over there. I don't know. Okay. Let's get these two. little bit. I'm going to come on the other side. Same thing, run it right up your jawbone. Y'all, this does have a battery pack on it. The eyes can light up, but I'm not putting batteries in it. Okay, so that's ready to go. Well, my other wire did not go in there. I'll just fix that right now. I despise working with wire. If y'all have seen many of my videos, y'all know that about me. I don't like it. Sometimes necessary, but I just don't like it. I think it's because my fingers are so bad that I can't hardly feel it in my fingers. I've been burnt so many times, my sensation is going out of my finger. Okay, now I want to decide. I think I'm going to go like that. Kind of tilt it at an angle. This is going to require a whole bunch of glue. And of course my glue gun is forever slow. So while we're waiting on that, show y'all some of the other things I made. I made these out of tubing. These are real cheap and easy, fast to do. So I made some of those. I made this ball. This is just a styrofoam ball with tubing glued on it. I made this pick. This is styrofoam ball with pipe cleaners glued on it. Made this pick. This is tubing and wire. Made this pick. This is ribbon, a foam circle from Dollar Tree, and pipe cleaners, and that's it. Made this one. This is ribbon and a foam circle. That's it. That's all. That's all. That was super easy, and they were fun to do. Okay. Alright, glue. We got glue now. This hat, it wasn't too hard to make. And I'll probably make some for Christmas for snowmen. But I want to make sure I got plenty of glue on here. I'm just going to hold this down. I used felt on this hat, tubing. The top piece here is actually a gift box from Dollar Tree, and the rim is I think it's an 8-inch wreath frame that I just covered in felt. And I also used some plastic canvas on there too to help sturdy it up so the wires wouldn't show. Oh yeah, that's on there. On there. All right. What do y'all think? Yep. Okay. So now, let me move all this stuff back out of the way. Okay. Let's get this sucker attached. I may have to... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to run a wire through the back of the hat to help hold it. Yeah, let's do that. Let me find my little tool. This little tool will work. I'm just going to poke a hole. Right through there. And while that thing's in there, to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and run my wire. Sit up straight, Mr. Man. Yeah, okay. Let me turn the light on so I can see. And I'm just going to try and run this right down. Beside that little screwdriver. That's not working. All this wire isn't not strong enough. That's what it is. Okay, now I got it. Then we're going to do another one. Send the other side down. Come on, cooperate, please. Wanting to bend on me. Okay. Oh man, I had it. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm just going to even that up. Now I'll be able to attach it. You see, it's not even noticeable. Alright, let's get him in here. And we're just going to attach this straight to the frame. Trying to make sure it's wrapped around that bracket, because this is okay. Let me cut some of this wire off because I do not need all that. Just wrapping it around, wrapping it around. Make sure no sharp edges is sticking out the back side. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Now I swear I cannot feel this wire in my fingers. And I'm wrapping these around a couple of times, a couple different rings, because I do not want him to go anywhere. Cut that. All right. Now, I like where he is, so I'm going to come in behind his head and hit it with some hot glue right on the mesh, just so that gives it a little bit more support. Come down under here, under his head. Okay. I like that so far. Now we're going to make our bow before we add everything in there. And I've got a slew of ribbon choices here. I have a whole bunch, a whole bunch, a whole bunch. And as you can notice, it's a lot of stripes and a lot of dots. But that's okay. Because we are going to, I am going to use this white just because I think it'll help make all the other colors pop. I don't know if I want to use that on the bow. It's got skulls on there, but it's directional ribbon. And I'm not real fond of directional ribbon. Okay, let's go. I was trying to see which one was thicker to put in the back. But I don't guess it really matters. Okay, I'm going to make I'm going to use 12-inch tails. And I'm going to go in 6.5-inch loops. And I'm going to do 2 of these. Sure my ribbon's twisting right. You always want to twist in the middle. this black polka dot. I don't have very much of this, but I'm going to do the same. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, am I? I guess I'm not using that one. Not right now, anyway. I do plan on using that. Let's use, I need a dark one. Dang it. I could just use this as a tail, just to throw that color in there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just do a tail. Okay. Let's use the green. Twisting in the middle. This is going to be almost 6 inches long. I'm just going to do one of these, one loop. Let's go in with some of this black, shiny. This is like see-through, meshy, a mesh ribbon, I guess. I'm going to do 2 loops of this. And each time you come in with a new ribbon, you make your loops a little bit smaller than the last ones. Well, this is fun ribbon right here. It behaves. Okay. Look at that. Okay, now let's throw some purple in there. Let's go with some stripes. This is a 1.5 inch. I'm going to do one of these, one loop. See how much of this I have. Not enough. Not enough. Okay, so we're not going to use that one. Give me just a minute. Okay, so let's come back. Let's see how much of this I have. I'm trying to use up all these little pieces. It's not a whole lot neither. Okay. Decisions. I come back in with some white. Yeah, I design on the fly. I mean, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do these. bows or wreaths until I actually get started on them. And sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But that's just how my brain works. If I sit down and think it all out, then I'll come up with 10 different ways to do it, and then I won't be able to decide. If I'm actually standing here doing it, I'll have to make a decision. So it's just easier for me. It may be confusing to y'all, and I apologize for that, but okay, now I'm going to come in with this purple polka dot on top. Falling apart. Now I'm going to get a zip tie. See, y'all, my table is so full. I just, whew, it messes with my anxiety. Okay, and I'm going to run that underneath everything, right up against them dowels. Connect it, holding it tight down with my finger. And I know it's tight because it's tight on my finger. I'm going to grab it with my other hand, bring that around, get me a pipe cleaner, and put underneath that little loop, and pull that very snug, but not as tight as it can, not yet. I want to get all my tails down about where I like them to be. I'll trim these tails up later. And you want to kind of make sure your loops are about where you want them to be. They don't have to be perfect. Not yet. Just want to make sure they're separated. Okay, now you go and pull it super, super tight, as tight as you can get it. And then trim. Okay, now you come in and trim your tails. I'm going to cut this at an angle because it's a satin type ribbon. It won't hold a dovetail really good. Same with this. And this. And this. Lord, did I use only satin ribbon in this bow? And this. Okay. Apparently all of them are satin except for one, the top one. Okay. That's alright though. Perfectly fine. It just makes it shinier. Okay. Making sure I get them all. The This one I will dovetail. This one I will dovetail. Okay. I think that's everything. Nope, we're going to get the top one. Okay. I'm not going to do a lot of fluff into this bow until we're done with this wreath, because it's just going to keep needing it and needing it and needing it. Okay. Let me get some of this ribbon stacked up out of the way. Okay. Alright. Now I got some room here. I'm going to put this bow right up here at the top corner. I'm going to place it a little bit above where his hat is. I'm just going through with my hot clean here. Trying. I can't see. Okay. I want to make sure it's sitting where I want it. And you don't want to bring it in too far, too tight, because then it'll just sink down in your mesh, and you don't want that. Okay. So that's what we have. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Okay. This is what we have so far. This is the bow and the skull. I'm going to trim this up just a little long. Okay. Now, then we're going to put some ribbon tails in there. Let me get I'm going to take this 12-inch stick here. Measure out some tails. I'm only going to do 6. And dovetail these. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is a super long video, but this is something I've been wanting to do, and I knew it was going to take forever because there's so much involved in it. So you can sit back, have a cup of coffee, watch, enjoy, take a load off. And I'm going to use this 1.5 inch purple and black dot. It's all about dots, y'all. It's all about the dots. And I really don't know what all I'm going to put on this wreath. So, dovetailing these also. These are cut at 12 inches. And I'm going to cut 6 of the white. This is a really pretty ribbon. See the black dots on there, glitter. Now these here, I'm not going to dovetail. I'm going to take and cut these at an angle. Line them all up. Cut them angle. I'm gonna line them all up on this side. And cut these at a matching angle. Like so. I'm going to come in with this. Maybe too much purple. Let me see how many. I do have some of these from a previous project that I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So I'll use those and those together and those and y'all can't see. Why didn't you tell me you couldn't see? I'm going to use those and those together and those and those together. And I'm just going to go around the leaf. If I can get my fingers to work. I'm just going to find my center. And I'm just going to start putting them in there. And I'm going to go around the outside, the bottom, not all of them. And I think I'm going to do Yeah, just and then I have to cut some more because I didn't count how many ties was on here. That is not tight enough. Y'all hear my bird? Y'all, I've got 2 nests in 2 different birdhouses. I thought they were done for the year, but no. They are still going at it, having babies. Where's my money? It ain't even been but like 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe a month since they had their last ones. You know, Halloween is not a very big seller around here, around where I live. I mean, it was a few years ago. Like, I think the 2nd year I was making wreaths, I made a certain type of clown face, and I had like 5 or 6 orders for that one alone. So, I mean, a few years ago, it was a lot better than what it has been. But I think it was just because of that certain thing that everybody liked. But I haven't made one of those since then. Yeah, I had, as soon as I made one, I get another order for one. Hey, we're almost around. I'm sorry if I'm slower than I usually am, but I'm still getting over my rough weekend. It was a very blessed weekend, actually. I'm not complaining about it at all. A little hard work never hurt nobody. But after I get this done today, I still have to deliver a wreath. And I got to go shopping again for another order. But luckily, I can just shoot down to the Dollar Tree and get a little something there. I just need some foam. So, I don't like how that is. I don't like that those two are side by side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two because this one is kind of under the bow. It won't be as noticeable. Okay. So now we have tiles all the way around the outside. I'm thinking I might add one here. Let's put, since I got 3 left, so you know what? I thought I only made 6. Well, 6 and 6 is 4. Sorry, y'all. Thinking. I should not think out loud. Okay, and we can put one right here. And then we're going to stick one up here. The last one. So, now we get to decide where to put all the goodies at. Let me grab them. Okay, y'all, I'm going to take a quick break and clean off the table some, get all this ribbon up and stuff, and get everything squared away where I can work better. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. While I was straightening up the table, I also noticed that his skull was a little loose, so I straightened him up and got him all squared away, so he's good and tight now. So we're going to go in with these things. These are just mesh tubing, and I just made little loops and put a pipe cleaner around them, and that's it. Easy peasy. Okay, so we're going to go in ever so often, and actually I'm going to cut this pipe cleaner off, and I'm going to use the one that's already on there. And we're just going to stick them in randomly. I only have 5, so just going to find a spot. Okay, I'm going to cut these off. Them in there. Okay. On that one I'm going to have to use pipe cleaner that's on there because it's on that middle pipe cleaner that I run across the frame. Just attach it to the back. I don't know if y'all can see. And let's find another place for one. Let's put one up here. Maybe right there. Pot cleaner. I got to make sure I can find my pot cleaners before I cut these off. Okay. Going down in there. Twist, twist. And it's just an added little pop color. Okay, I've got two more. I think I need one above the hat. And there's no pot cleaner here, so I'm going to use the one I put on there. Beside that. And tails. Okay, I've got one more. I think I need one down here. Maybe right there. I'm attaching this to the frame. Alright, y'all. Okay, let's see what's next. What's next? I think I want to put my popsicle kind of up here. Let's see how I want that. I'm just placing stuff right now to see how I like it. This may be too long of a thing. Put it on there. Let me hold it up and move it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing it around right now just to see. Fighting mesh. So I'm going to hit this with some glue. But I'm also going to go on the underneath side and wire that stem on, just so it doesn't move any. It's twisting. It's twisting. It's twisting. also going to go back and wire it in from the bottom. Just trying to make it stick to that mesh. Okay. And a little bit right there. Now, this ball, thing, okay, I'll cut this off too, and I'm going to glue this in there. Gonna hold it for a minute. I think I was right about that white making everything pop. Alright, I'm going to hold it up and see. Oh, we need something right up here at the top. I think I'm going to put these up here. Don't make it look like a bunny, does it? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Let's put this ball. I need something up here. Let's see, I don't want that. Blues are popping. Okay. I'll set it right down in there. Drop this stuff on the floor. I've got some more of these things that's the same thing that's on his hat. So let's add a couple of them. Oh my gracious. These come from Dollar Tree 2 years ago. I don't know if they'll have them this year or not. Y'all, really do despise these little sticker tags. They're impossible to get off. And I'm in a hurry because I got to have my husband's lunch ready. He don't always come home for lunch, but he texted me and asked me if I could have him something to eat real quick. So, okay. Alright. So we have 3 of these. I'll put one of these up here. Maybe up here. Towards the bow. Coming out of bow, maybe. Yeah, like that. Lifting the bow up and going right underneath there. And there's so much mesh and everything in there, it'll stick. It will stick. Okay. Now we have one up there. So we're going to come down here with this one. Stab it through that. Man, it went in easy a while ago when there wasn't no glue on there. Y'all saw that, right? It went in easy without glue. Okay, there it goes, there it goes. Ribbons. Back up. Okay. I got one more of these. I think I'm gonna come right up here. Well, I got everything right there, but it wouldn't look right there. Sorry y'all, I'm talking to myself. Trying to work this out in my head. Trying to work it out. I do feel like there's something missing right there though. But this wouldn't look right there. Well, I don't know. Nope. This is the hard part for me. Is making decisions of where I want stuff. I don't like it. Okay. Now, that is it. Let me turn the camera up. Y'all Well, even this. This is cute, right? I still have to go in and tie these popsicles down on the back. But that is cute. That is so cute. Alright guys. Thank you for joining me for this extra long episode. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so if you like my content. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate your support. And I will have another video for you Thursday. And as soon as I hit 1,000, remember we're going to do a live and you're going to pick what we do, what items we use to make a wreath. So, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.